All right, shalom. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Baharakakadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect and 1/3. The Lord's will this lesson will be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Baharakakadash. All right, and Tawadi Bashim Yahushai, forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. All right, and I'd also like to say Shabbat Shalom. And as the title for this lesson is Panem Et Circusensus. All right, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is basic, or which it translates into is bread and circus. All right, so I was just looking up some information about the bread and circus in Rome, and I was meditating on about how Esau is pushing that spirit of bread and circus to keep people docile today, and pretty much just gonna roll in the spirit. I don't have nothing written down, but I was just looking up some things. So let's check this out right here. Okay, as you see right here, bread and circus. Let me see, where did I get right here. See, what did Romans mean by bread and circus? The Roman poet Juvenal, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, Juvenal, in his poem Satire X, coined the phrase bread and circus. It's in Latin, panem et circusensus, to describe how politicians maintained public approval through distractions. Okay, and that's a very major tactic that Esau uses to keep people in a low lethargic state. All right, and a precept just came to mind, so I'm going to grab that. All right, so just bear with me. Let's go here real quick. And this is why you have this, Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and that darkness is what? The wine of Babylon, okay? The ideology of Babylon, pretty much what you call American culture, okay? American culture is the Babylonians' image, okay? The image of the beast. And it goes deeper than that, but on a social level, political level, the football, the entertainment, the mirth, okay? And that's why you see like videos of conspiracy theories of how they use a lot of witchcraft and left hand, magic, pseudo things, numbers, numerology, signs to keep people wanting and needing. He's a witch. Esau's a master witch. Remember, he's more cunning. Okay, he's more cunning than any beast of the field. Okay, so these are the tactics that Esau uses to keep people distracted. And what are they distracted from? Reality. Okay, Babylon is a bubble, and you don't want to, fall victim to the blindness of the bubble of Babylon. All right, this is why being sober, maintaining a disciplined mindset, having these things, and trust me. At times it may feel difficult, but it's not. It's a flesh. We can do all things through Hamashiach, that strengthens us. So, it's very, it's a very beautiful testimony that we're building. Turning our backs on the, the fun of Babylon. Okay, not saying you wicked. If you watch sports or entertainment, we're not saying that at all, because we're also aware of these things. We use the world, we don't abuse it. Okay. But right here it says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. See, so people are under a gross darkness in a state of mind, and what? They're being distracted. Okay, but who's doing it? Who's giving it to them? And remember, when the C-19 happened, what still kept going on? Sports, entertainment. Okay, so he kept those things in motion. All right, he kept those things happening. I believe they even called the NBA the bubble. Okay, where he kept you watching, he allowed, and people loved it. People were entertained, and you know what it does? It keeps people from what? Right here. Give them bread and circus, and they will never revolt. See, this is the mindset that Esau puts people in. So what do they need to revolt from? They're happy. They're having fun. They're not drunk. They're happy. All right. He gives them their booze, their beer, their entertainment, and then they stay in this mindset. You see? But we've came from out of this. We've come out of the wine of Babylon. Okay, so let's continue on. Back in Isaiah, and a brother posted a precept. Actually, let's get these real quick. All right. Let's go right here. He said right here. It's the brother. Okay, right here. He says socio-economic level, as they say. See the water, brother. And here's another precept. Sirach 23:17. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave it off till he dies. So right now it's sweet. Okay. Right now they're loving it. It feels good. You drink, you're feeling good. That's why it says show not thy valiancy with wine. But this is the tactic he uses. Okay. This is why I believe they just actually came out with another statistic where they said women drink more than men now. Let me see. Women drink more than men. I think more than men. Well, let's see. Let's see what they say. Women drink more than men. Yes, there are several reasons for this. Our bodies. See that right there. The word drink. Let's put alcohol. Let's put alcohol. Be careful with that alcohol too. Saying we can't drink, but be careful with it. Alcohol. Getting what the spirit gives me. Women drink more alcohol than men. In the United States, in Babylon, more males and females drink each year. Oh, okay. Oh, so women are 4% under, which in actually Titus, let me see. Let me show you this. See, that's not good. Okay. Women, they don't need to drink like men do. So let's go to this real quick. Even in the book of Titus, it tells that our women not to be drinking like that. Let's see. Titus 3. Just give me a second. Oh, is it Titus 2? Oh, it might be Titus 2. Let's go here. Yep, right here. See, it goes into the aged men, be sober, but meaning what? Sober in our minds. Okay, right here, verse 3. It says, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, which Babylonian women are not, and even our Israelite women are not. Do we have sisters attempting that? Yeah. But for the majority, no. Just like even our men, it says not false accusers, not given to much wine. But right here, there's a statistic that women are 4% under male drinkers, 4%. So this isn't a Bible believing country. All right. So even Esau's statistics prove that he's run under a satanic vibration. That's why they tell women to be single and independent when really they're supposed to be married and dependent, So let's go back and make this quick point. The aged women, likewise, that they be in a behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. And teachers what? To the younger women. So you keep reading. All right. So before you start thinking anything, teachers of good things to what? The younger women, the new generation of young sisters and princesses to become wives to brothers, But I just wanted to get that quick point. We don't really need to go into that. But I did see somewhere. So it may not, it's fine. We don't need to. Oh, right here. Thank you. Yahbashim. See, women now binge drinking more than men for the first time in history. See, women are drinking more than men for the first time in history. Why? Because he's giving you that lifestyle of bread and circus. And now people are completely drunk off of this ideology. All right. Spiritually, mentally, and now what? Physically. Okay. They're all going down hell in a handbasket. Let's keep going, though. Isaiah 60:2, for behold, the darkness from Esau, right, shall cover the earth, and that gross darkness is upon the people, meaning this is what they think, this is how they're going to act, and all they do is just keep their mouths open for whatever their government is going to feed them. You see all this crime rising, the love of money waxing cold, but then for some odd reason, everyone wants to turn on the boob tube for Sunday. Or the playoffs. This is why he keeps you locked into sports and entertainment because, like the John Morant thing, you don't even, they spoof those things up to keep you distracted. Okay. We're not ignorant of the devices of Satan. Okay. And Babylon is a device. All right. Babylon itself is a distraction. Remember, it says broad is the gate. Let's get that real quick. It says broad is the gate. Then it tells you in Ecclesiastes that it's so narrow that only one man can go at a time. Okay, right here. It's Matthew 7:13. Yahushua speaking. Enter ye in this at the straight gate. Okay, what is you entering in at the straight gate? Is you turning away from Babylon. All right. We're tempted on all sides. There's always a temptation. There's always, no one yet. We're being told by a select few, hey, today's the Sabbath, be holy, things of that nature. But Babylon isn't telling you that. Babylon has events and things take place on the Sabbath, and girls' night, guys' night, Thirsty Thursday, Freaky Friday, all this stuff going on. But that's why it's called the straight gate. Okay, it's a difficult gate to go through, not straight as in foot over foot, but straight as in a difficulty. Okay, that's what this truth is. It's a difficult journey. All right, not one that we can't handle, but you notice it is difficult when you go on it. You have options: normal, moderate, difficult, hard, expert. You see that. So that's what we're on. We're on a difficult journey, waiting for our Savior, Yahweh Shai. Look, for wide is the gate. What's the wide gate? The whore of Babylon. Her wide ass legs are wide open, waiting to get you, waiting to give you some bread, waiting to give you that circus life, waiting to give you a distraction, waiting to keep you off your pivot, off your mental fortitude. This is what this place is set up to do. It's set up to take you and keep you out of reality. They call it fantasy football. It's a fantasy, and now you're in it. You can be coaching too. That's why you'll hear a poor lower class Babylonian say, "We just drafted Lamar Jenkins." Like we. What do you mean? Because that's the delusion. That's the gross darkness. Okay. For wide is the gate. Anything is out here to get you. Okay. And broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. So there's a bigger opening for you to be destroyed, and an even smaller opening for you to be saved. And that's what Babylon has been set up to be. See? And many there be which go there, that go in thereat. Okay? Many go there in at. All right? The water, brother, you in the spirit. Thank you. I appreciate you. Brother posted fantasy. Illusionary appearance. We got a precept for that. We got to get a precept for that. Now let's go to Nahum. See, let's get these real quick. That bread and circus is what? Witchcraft. Okay, a distraction, sleight of hands. All right, it says fantasy, illusionary appearance, meaning it looks to be something, but it's something else. Okay, it's a fantasy, it's an imagination, it's a vision. Okay, it's a spell. That's what he does. He casts spells and people fall for it. Now, let's precept that with Nahum 3 and 4. Behold, because of the multitude of her whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. Right. People care about NFL, NBA. These are all Babylonian based. Yeah, you hear about going overseas and playing basketball, but everyone's dream is to be drafted to the NBA or drafted to the NFL, because there's this there's this vision that you make it. And then come to find out, as we start to see more people talking, a lot of these players, a lot of these Jakes that, get drafted or get signed, the conditions that they're under, they're still living with their mom or their family. I mean, I watched a video about Jake, Pat Beverly, telling his story, how he got signed and he actually had to pay. He had to pay them, and then if you get injured, oh man, but see, they keep you in this bread and circus. You don't realize what the gladiators go through just to stay performing. All they are is perform. They're glorified jesters. But the point is, why? Why is this such a big thing? Because it's the bread and circus. Okay, it's to keep you distracted. And it says the mistress, all right, the mistress of witchcrafts, all right. And that's another thing. When you look at the bread and circus, look how that distracts you. Look at the things that the symbolisms, all right, all of it, okay. It's idol worship. Yeah, it goes back to Rome, but they have all these things, It says the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms, money, things of that nature, and families through her witchcrafts. And that's the point. Families are gotten by the bread, the circus, the distractions, which ultimately, as the scriptures let us know, it's witchcraft. It's ultimately witchcraft that Esau is using to keep you distracted. What do they call it? Sleight of hand. So they're casting a spell on the people to keep them from the reality of the poverty-stricken country, the draconian, tyrannical country that they live under, so they don't realize what's coming. This is how they keep you from not seeing what he's doing, you know? This is how he's going to get people to get involved. How do you think he got people with the jump shot? You know, how you think, look at what they had to do to keep that going. And what's next? The mark, you know, watch how they get you for people to fall victim for the mark. Now let's finish this. Okay, we finished that. Let's go to Isaiah again. Isaiah 60:2, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but Yahweh Bashem El Shai shall arise upon thee. Speaking about what? The men of the Lord, the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets, okay? And his glory shall be seen upon thee, all right? And these people, they don't have the eyes to see what the Lord is doing right now, okay? Because they're still caught up in what? That bread, that circus. This is what they're caught in, okay? This is the lifestyle that people are in right now, 2.0. It says, let's see this. Can I click the video? I just wanted to read it. Okay, it says the Roman satirist Juvenal, you got a Jake named Juvenal. It says, made this scornful remark. See, it wasn't a compliment. It was a scornful remark. See, look, now these animals that they use, look, the lions, now it's the Detroit Lions, okay? You know, the Chicago Bulls. See the bull right there? Now it's the Chicago Bulls. You know, the San Antonio Stallions. Okay, you see the mascots. You see all that. This is all what it is right now. It's pacified. All right. It says, made the scornful remark. The people long eagerly for two things: bread and circus. And what is bread? Bread is yeast. What's beer made out of? Yeast. You know, get that beer, get that drink, and you're just fully tuned in. And it says, decrying the crowd pleasing free handouts and expensive spectacles, just like Babylon right now, the expensive spectacles, box seats, courtside, right? All this hell going on, but let me get a courtside seat. Spectacles as cynical political tactics, used to get votes and power. That's what they're doing right now. Okay, they're appeasing the people, but what they're doing is making unrighteous decrees. Okay, they're making unrighteous decrees right under your noses. You know, you see, we're in the days of Lot. You see the days of Lot laws. Okay, you see a lot of those laws being pushed into the public, and the public is all for it. All right, they've gotten women with giving them what you call rights. So now anything that they feel is empowering to them, even though it may be wicked, even though it's a new world order agenda, they're so caught up in that distraction, in that imaginary, that fantasy, that they're all for it. This is how he's got you, hook, line, and sinker. That bread is a trap. Okay, that bread and that circus, that mirth like life is a trap to keep people wanting more. Remember, he's a hunter. All right, Esau is a hunter. Okay, let's put this in: cunning hunter. All right, what is it? Does the Bible say anything about a cunning hunter? I mean, let's see right here. Okay, look, see Genesis 25:27, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. All right. Matter of fact, let's go to Genesis 25:27 in the blue letter, and let's just see what that word cunning means. And I would like to precept that with Genesis 3. But real quick, Genesis 25:27. Just real quick. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. Oh, I'm gonna have to go into this because I've been wanting to talk about this. It says Esau was a cunning hunter. So let's get that before I make my other point. Let's see. What does the word cunning mean? Yada. Cunning to hunt. Oh, look, to know. Yeah, he knows. Look, to find out. So he's found out how to get you, how to trap you. All right, how to buy you. Easily bought. You can be easily bought. So he's very skillful. See, he's skillful in what he does. He knows. Look, when you think about it, when the football season, every Sunday, it's football. It's multiple games. All these things are going on. And it's yearly. Every year, there's this huge major championship, and all you do is desire. I need that ring. You know, the world is crumbling before you, but you have Jake right now still trying to make it to the NBA, still trying to make it to the NFL right now, still trying to be an MMA fighter right now as we speak. And you see everything that's going on. You see all the signs of Yahushua returning, and they still think that they can make it. You know, they still think to know a person carnally. Look, to know, he knows you. He knows how to bait you. All right. A hunter uses a bait to catch an animal. All right. What is a hunter uses bait when you're fishing, right? When you're fishing. What is bait hunting? Baiting is a common practice in leopard hunting. What was King Alexander? All right, he was that what? That leopard. Okay, he was that leopard, right? It says hunting on a safari. Smaller size antelope is usually placed high in the tree to lure the otherwise overcautious leopard. The hunter either watches the bait from point within firing range or stalks the enemy. All right. Oh, if has come for bait during the night. Yeah. In the morning is light. They practice it. See? So Esau is a hunter. He hunts you. Look, luring substance. Okay. Sex sells. All right. Sneaker deals. This is how he uses all these things to keep people wanting more and more. And you don't realize you're living a satanic life of success. But this is to keep you from your God, keeping you distracted while the rest of the masses are all for it. But he knows how to get Jake because it's Jake that's filling the seats. It's Jake that's doing this, you know? So let's go back. All right, real quick. And it says, well, let me explain this too. I want to make this quick point. It said, and I see you brothers in the comment board. I'm going to go to that next, the water. It says, and the boys grew. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And what's the field? The earth, right? And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Now, what it means, when it says Jacob was a plain man, what it's speaking about is he was a righteous servant of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Let me just get this for you for edification. All right, so when you go into this word plain, check this out. When you go into this word plain, it means perfect, complete, see, sound, whole, morally innocent, having integrity, a vessel of honor and a vessel of dishonor. All right. He's just right there. You know, I mean, call the man out. He perceives to be what you would call it an Edomite. All right. But this is Jake. See, one who is morally and ethically pure. All right. That's Jake, the plain. Now let's go back. Just want to break this down. Okay. A plain man. And look, dwelling in tents. What's the tent? All right. The tent is the tabernacle of Yahweh, the sacred tent of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. So that's what it means when it says Jake is a plain man dwelling in tents. Okay, not just sitting in the house with his feet up. All right, just wanted to make that quick point real quick. All right, and let's go over here. Okay, and brother posted Daniel 8, which this is talking about the Roman Empire, but it's being used what? Now. See? So, you know, I've heard elders go into this a lot, and they always make mention of that. So I wanted to make mention of that too. This is a literal time period, but we can apply it to today. See, it says, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself. This is talking about ancient Edomite empire, but he's the same playbook. All right. And then the brother posted craft. All right. Look, deceit, treachery. All right. That's why you get the bread and circus. He ain't giving you entertainment. He's not giving you entertainment because he wants you to feel good. He's giving you entertainment so he can keep you distracted by feeling good. See? Yeah, hey, feeling good is what they would call a God-given right. Okay. As even Esau, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. That's even in his documents. That's in his constitution, his amendments, right? But this is the playbook that Esau's using back then, and he's using it now. And through his policies, his laws, right? Also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Yeah, the rock formed without hand. Okay, Esau is going to lose major. All right, but people But the point, what I'm just getting at, is people, okay, are distracted while Esau is planning a new agenda, a new order. Now, I also had Isaiah 10 and 1. All right. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees. But this is what he does. This is what he does. He decrees laws and these ancient decrees, right? Wow, look, bread and circus, a diet of entertainment or political policies on which the masses are fed to keep them happy and docile. So he's keeping you happy and docile while right under your noses, he's getting ready to pounce on you. Okay, the people have no idea they're getting ready to be pounced on. We see everything going on, like look at how in the news there'll be all these big things and then they just go right back to sleep. You hear the Kanye, the Kyrie, then right back to sleep. Derailments, poison, right back to sleep. Zombie deer, right back to sleep. Rumors of war, right back to sleep. Famine, right back to sleep. Earthquakes, right back to sleep. He puts them right back to sleep. This is why, hey man, Yahweh Shai said, bless your eyes for they see, because the rest of the people around us are happy still and docile. What does docile mean? Let's look that up. All right. Docile, ready to accept control or instruction, submissive. See, these people are submissive to this system. They are submissive to whatever Esau gives them. They're willing, ready, and able to take and receive whatever he's going to give them. And ultimately, what's that going to be? He's going to give them a mark. Okay. And he wants to keep them docile. He wants to keep them so-called happy so they don't revolt. But what he doesn't understand is the Lord. All right, now let's get that. The Lord is going to confound them. Okay. And guess what? A part of Esau being confounded is going to be an uproars of the people. A spirit of vigilantes will be on these people. Not everyone is going to stay asleep. All right. Not everyone. Okay. Job 5 and 12. Excuse me. Yeah, Job 5 and right here, Job 5 and 12. He disappointed talking about the Lord. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. See, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Okay, so he's going to get so far with this agenda. All right, but any brothers that may be new coming in and you look around and you feel, wow, why is nobody not seeing this? Why is nobody not saying nothing? Why are people not waking up? It's because they're set up to be asleep through the Lord ultimately, but we are seeing how it's playing out on earth. And Esau has been given the power to keep people in a docile, submissive state. This is why everyone went and lifted up their arm. And next they're going to take out and lift up their hand. Okay. It's all playing out perfectly. All right, I see you brothers posting more precepts. The water, real quick. Proverbs 8 and 34. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily. Remember Lot at the gate, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. Heavy, and that's what a servant would do. A servant waits at the post of the door. This is why we have the law about if you want to be a servant forever, you get the all through your ear at the door posts. And that's what a servant is going to be waiting for. That's what we're doing, like spiritual lots at the door. All right. And brother said, Khan, he has mastered. See, he's mastered. In Genesis 3, I got to grab that now. Matter of fact, let me grab it before I keep talking. Okay. Yep, I got that point. Okay. Let's get Genesis 3. Put that right there. Let me finish reading this point. All right. It says, Khan, he's mastered convolution, extremely complex and difficult to find. Exactly. And that's one thing that when you realize when you're watching Esau, okay, is that you can only go so far with him. That's why it's best for us to stay where, and that's home base in the scriptures, because this is why you have conspiracy theories, okay? So you have to be aware of him, but also don't try to follow his every footstep, because you will get lost in the sauce dealing with Esau. He has left hand power right now. And it says complex and difficult to follow, intricately folded, twisted, or coiled, like what? A snake, a serpent. Intricately folded like the scales, and twisted and coiled. But what is it coiling? It's prey. Okay. Right now, Esau's coiling his prey, and we see it live and direct. Genesis 3 and 1. Now the serpent, matter of fact, let me go back to the blue letter, because I want to break this down for you too. If you didn't know, the serpent is talking about a man. All right, and let's just prove it real fast. And I'm about to wrap it up. I know I'm preaching to the choir. It's just on my spirit. It's a Sabbath. I'm just sitting up. I'm Googling. The spirit's on me looking up information. And hey, let's go live. But when you go into this word serpent, check this out. If you didn't know, look at this word serpent. Now it goes into serpent, snake. So you say, oh, wow, it was a serpent, right? But then when you go to the origin, the etymology of the word serpent, look what it goes into. Look at this. To practice divination, divine, observe, okay? Look, an enchanter, okay? An enchanter. He knows how to get you. Look, practice fortune telling. I'll tell you this, you vote me in. That's why they call it inauguration, because in Rome, they had an augur that foreseen the future. See, this is how this guy operates, okay? Practice fortune telling, see? So that serpent, it says it was a witch, okay? So it was a witch. It was a warlock. He was a demon, all right? He was left-handed power. This is why, look, watch. Now it makes more sense. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast. What are the beasts? The other men, all right? Now the serpent, now this witch, all right, was more subtle than the other men of the field, which Yahweh Shemel Shai had made. And he said unto the woman, yea, has the Most High said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. That's what Esau does. He presents opportunities for you. He presents opportunities for you. And then he tells you how they can be good and glamorous and prosperous. And you feel like it's right, because what he does is he uses your natural innocence. Okay. He uses your moral compass against you. Just because you wouldn't do that doesn't mean he won't do that. That's the thing you have to understand, becoming a judge. Okay. Becoming a judge, you have to understand how to judge correctly. All right. Now, brother posted another precept. I'm going to grab that. That's how Esau gets people out here. Okay. He uses your moral nature against you. Well, I wouldn't look someone in the eyes and smile and lie to them and their mother. Right. But just because you want to do it doesn't mean the next man won't. All right. It says Ephesians, brother Adam, Ephesians 5 and 15 and 16. It says, seeing then that ye walk circumspectly. Right. Watch this guy. Know his tactics. Know how he moves. Watch the bait. Know what's bait. All right. Know the playbook. Okay. People are catching on to Esau. They're catching on to his tactics. They're seeing how he's moving. They know how he's operating. He has the same playbook. Okay. And it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, right? Don't be foolish. These people are docile, submissive, and foolish. How many of you brothers were around family members that had no problem lifting up the arm? And you look at them like, bro, what are you doing? That's because they're caught up in it. They're caught up in it, okay? And what is it going to lead to? The prophecy of the mark. They're going to trust in. They're going to trust in the government. They're going to trust them. They still trust in them. Isaiah 30, woe to you that go to Egypt for help. Woe to you, go to the witch to help you, to cure you, all right? Ephesians 5 and 15, it says, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. You got to redeem the times because the days are evil. All right. And the brother posted this. Augury is the practice from ancient Rome, religion of interpreting omens from the observed behavior of birds, auspices from the gods, could be favorable or unfavorable, tied to inauguration. Why is the president become inaugurated? Because it's the same practice as they did in ancient Rome. And even other ancient kings, like when you go into, what was I reading the other day? Ezekiel. When you go into Ezekiel, the king of Babylon, he would use divination, and they did a practice of checking the liver of animals and seeing the color, and that would tell them, their future. This is the level they go. This is the level they go. Okay, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing to get the people. So what? Be sober. Be vigilant. Matter of fact, we'll actually end it on that. If a brother wants to post, I can grab it. Be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, seeketh about who he may devour. That's what he's doing. He's trying to devour you. He's trying to devour you to keep you in this. And just so you can, okay, I'll do it. Woo, go Rams, go Buffaloes. All right. Exactly. The water, brother. See? The water, brother. The water. See? Ezekiel 21 and 21. For the king of Babylon stood at the parting of the way. And when you go in Ezekiel 21, it goes into a sword is sharpened. Should we then make mirth? See, he's giving you mirth, but the mirth is gone. You could see it's gone, but he's keeping the colors going. He's keeping the blue and the red and the Coca-Cola and the Pepsi and the McDonald's. He's keeping all these things popping to keep you popping and hopping, you know? But really, this place is crumbling. So he's got to amp up the divinations. Okay. He's got to amp it up on a level to keep you not being, to keep you distracted. Like, no, look over here. Look over here. Don't look at them. Look at me. Remember, Satan cometh, when the word comes, Satan come and take it away immediately. So he immediately wants to keep you, stare at my pen, stare at my watch, stay over here, hypnotized. All right. Now watch, this was attack. Look, this is what the king of Babylon did. Okay. These wicked heathens back then. It says, for the king of Babylon stood at the parting of the way, at the head of the two ways, to use divination. You don't think Esau's doing this now? He made his arrows bright. This was another thing they would do too. You can look it up. The commentary goes into it, but pretty much they had different ways to get signs and answers. Okay. He consulted with images. He looked in the liver, literally like what? An animal's liver. They even show you that in certain movies. I can't remember the movie I watched, but there was a movie where they were showing a king. I think it was like Gods of Egypt or something. It was one of them, but pretty much they were showing you how he had a counselor. Okay. And it was looking through to get an answer. All right. And this is the tactics they use. So the water, brother, I greatly appreciate his precepts. So I'm actually ended on this. I believe the point was made. I went a little longer than I thought, but it's all the spirit. 1 Peter 5:9. It says, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflicts. Oh, let me get this. Let me go. I know where you're going, brother. The water. We'll get it real quick. I'll actually grab it. So let's go to 1 Peter's. That's a goodie too, though. That's a good scripture. That is a good scripture. Let's go to 1 Peter's 5. And let's grab it real quick. 1 Peter's 5 and verse, where is it? Right here. 8. It says, be sober. Okay, what? You got to be mentally sober. Don't be drunk off Babylon. Don't get yourself drunk off Babylon. Okay, it says be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary Esau, the devil, right? Shaitan, right? The spiritual demon. Okay, the left hand side, right? Satan, but the physical counterpart Esau. Okay, your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Yeah, Satan. Okay, Satan, Esau, they work hand in hand, man. Okay, it says a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. To whom, it says, to whom or what does this refer? Yeah, sin, temptation, the devil, all of it. I guess they want me to put devil. Let's see. Yep, the devil. Yeah, the devil, adversary. Okay, but what? Through how are they going about to devour you? Through sin, through temptations, and through evil spirits. I see that this is all all 4 of these are correct, but I know what they wanted. I knew they wanted that one, but I'm gonna leave it right there. All right, it's getting a little late, but I just wanted to do that. Lesson was on my spirit. All right, watch that bread and circus spirit. Watch the playbook that Esau is using. All right, and this is why the masses of people are the way they are. You want to know why Cowboy fans are still rooting for the Cowboys? It's because they're locked in. You have to understand in this truth that everyone is playing their part. Okay, they're playing their part. So this is the part that they play in this movie right now. So the best thing to do, all right, the wise thing to do is be appreciative in the position that you're in and stay locked and focused in that. Let them be, all right? The Lord wakes up who he wakes up. We didn't choose to wake ourselves up. The Lord woke us up. So we can't walk around this spirit like, hey, man, snap out of it. They have to be. Everybody's got to play a part. So it's time for us to play ours. So I'm going to leave it right there. I pray that you brothers and you few sincere sisters, you're edified through the spirit as I was. And I just want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone. And I also like to say Shabbat Shalom. With that being said, Shalom.